guys, and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys all doing? I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day, night, wherever you guys may be. So right now, currently this is a general message for the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine collective. If you are a Divine Masculine wanting to know a little bit more insight of what's going on with your Divine Feminine, this is the place for you. Please go check out Virgo New Moon 2020, because that will give you a little bit more insight about everything that I've talked about, that I'm going to be talking about today in this video. Because Virgo New Moon, I like to list a lot of the astrology, and it kind of coincides with the journey. So this is kind of like a two-part series, this Virgo New Moon being first, and then this being second, and vice versa. If you are Divine Feminine that wants to know about your Divine Masculine, go ahead and check out the Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine collective messages. Okay, so any tarot decks that I use is listed down in the description box below, as well as the channel music that I will be mentioning towards the end. Okay, so also when I say Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, I am not referring to genders, I'm referring to energy. And also when I call out any signs, astrological signs, it doesn't have to be within your chart, it's just overall the energy that your person or you are basically exhibiting. If it can be in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, either or, kudos to you. Okay, general, so what resonates, throw the rest. Okay, so first I'm gonna go ahead and start with shuffling this energy oracle card right now. This is for what's going on with the feminines right now at the current point in time. Yep, okay, so attachments to the past, attachments to a mask or old identity. So there's attachment right here. Just showing you. Okay, so attachment could also be attachment to your Divine Masculine. So definitely releasing attachment to disconnection, codependencies or whatnot, codependency to a certain mindset, feeling like you're trapped or stuck on this journey, feeling like you can't move forward. It's illusion within itself. Okay, adjacent possibilities. Number 24, which reduces to a 6. Okay. I'm also seeing 5, 6, so we're having a sequence of moving forward right now. So adjacent possibilities, you guys possibly could be having some wonky ass dreams, Divine Feminines. So Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines are saying definitely working on many different possibilities that are entering. So while Divine Masculines are entering a certain doorway, I mentioned that there's many doors opening up right now for the Divine Feminines, and they're just having to choose which one they want to walk through. You can choose either one, whichever one it will be. It's just different outcomes, okay? But each door that they choose will lead you back to your counterpart, which is your Divine Feminine or your Divine Masculine. Okay? So, kind of reminds me of like Monsters Inc. or, yeah, Monsters Inc., that old movie with Boo, and yeah, there was like many different doorways that led to different portals and stuff like that. So, you guys, yeah, the Divine Feminines are definitely mirroring, you guys are mirroring each other. So Divine Feminines, what's going on with your situation? You know what? Divine Feminines, I kind of don't want to talk as much as the Divine Masculines. Yep. I'm okay. Divine Feminines are definitely going through this anxiety-like symptom. Now, that's exactly what I've been feeling lately, is going through these anxiety, panic attack-like symptoms, etc. Stormy-like weathers, possibly. So right now, it's about releasing codependency to the anxiety and worrying about this journey, worrying about what's going to happen next. I feel like right now, Divine Feminines, you are definitely being tested by your root chakra, like you're being rocked, your stability is being rocked or whatnot. So definitely working on your root chakra right now is very important. Okay, so also thunder right now, lightning, so you could be worried about your divine masculine, or worried about the current global situations that are going on in this world, or just anxious about what's going to happen next, about the future. Because anytime we feel anxiety, we're more so trying to be a little bit too much in control with the journey. So Spirit is saying, Divine Feminine, please, this is just for the Divine Feminines from Spirit, please release any form of anxiety or fear or control revolving this journey or around. It's about kind of like similar to the Divine Masculines, acceptance is key, like accepting the situation as it is in order to move forward, okay? So if you're feeling anxious right now or whatnot, and you're dealing with that, that is a reason why. Spirit says, it's kind of like that notion of that we have to make you lose your mind in order for you to find it again. So you kind of like Divine Feminines to Divine Masculines are saying that they're dealing with a lot of bouts of anxiety. So if you're feeling anxious or anxiety on your end, Divine Masculines, just know that it's coming from your Divine Feminine, because they are probably worrying about something, whether it's something to do with their life, whether it's a current situation, whether it's you, where this is headed. Are we ever going to be in union? Are they ever going to communicate with me? Will there ever be communication? Blah blah blah, whatever type of anxious thoughts or fearful thoughts that come into the mix with the Divine Feminines, okay? It's part of the journey, and it's something that the Divine Feminines have to work out through with themselves to really like come to this conclusion that everything is happening for a reason in divine timing. Oh wow, 8th house energy. Ooh, which is that Scorpio, that death energy. So right now it's that Phoenix thing going on. So also the Eye of Horus can be quite significant. So Divine Feminines, if you're feeling anxious or like anxiety, it's also shadow aspects coming up to the surface to be addressed. And in order for protection or whatnot, go ahead and get like an Ankh, or whether it's an Ankh necklace, Ankh bracelet or whatnot. I have Horus, or it could be jewelry or whatever it may be. If you don't like jewelry, it could be like a little pouch or a little thing, but carrying around some protection with you. Spirit is saying to Divine Feminine, very important. So if you're connecting with like Egyptian times or like past life Egypt, ancient Kemet, that can be a thing. But right now there's some type of like death and rebirth happening for the Divine Feminine collective, and they're undergoing some form of like shadow aspects coming up to the surface, doing shadow work, as well as working on protection. So I did make mention of this in the Virgo new moon, so it's weird how this is all panning out right now. Masculine. Ooh, iceberg, polar bear. This reminds me of the Titanic with the iceberg situation. Okay, that's a lot more than I thought. Let me pick this up. So the first one to pop out is this, which is the number 24 to 6. This is the soulmate card for sure. So a lot of heart chakra activations happening. If you are seeing swans or birds, it could mean that you're going through a massive amount of change. Okay, a glow up or whatnot, whether it's for focusing on your health more or focusing more on, healing aspects. You guys are also mirroring each other for to a T. Okay, Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine is like recognition that their heart chakra is being healed after this situation. What came out is the polar bear right here, which is the iceberg, the ice beam right here. I said that there's some situation having to do with water, and this is the feminines, right? In the masculine video, we were getting a lot of fire-like energy coming out, but I'm feeling water's coming through, so this is more of the feminine energy. Okay, we're having 6-6 situation, so 6-6 can be a thing for you. We're having 6-7, which is the ring, came out, and the 28, which is the man holding a rose. Okay, so 25, which is the 7, so 6, 7, 8. So you guys are moving on up right now. You guys are probably seeing some sequences like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, that type of thing. Okay, but you guys are in this mid stage of 6, 7, 8, and this right here represents like mama bear, someone that could possibly, again, do with controlling. You could be dealing with someone who, it could be some form of control issues or whatnot within your environment. So making sure and aware that your environment is, healthy and, free from any form of control. Okay, so I feel like right now, if you are worrying too much about anything, anything, okay, Spirit is saying to ask you to freeze that up, like saying right now that this iceberg like energy, this ice kingdom, whatever it may be, this water energy, your heart is melting. Okay, so it's like whatever situation that you're worried about, it's like putting it into perspective that it may seem bigger than what it really is, but really it's small. And I'm not trying to diminish whatever situation you're going through right now, because it seems huge, especially when we're going through that turmoil stage. But however, when you're starting to see from different perspective, when your heart is starting to heal, because I feel like you're more in that ego-like stage, divine feminine, then you know you're allowed to receive. Your heart is the portal that receives things, receives your blessings, because mind you, this ring card represents a gift trying to come through right now. And I feel like they're divine feminine to divine masculine, like this is a gift in disguise, a blessing in disguise that is happening. And so their heart is melting and is healing. And right now this ring energy, there can be some significance to it as far as jewelry wise. It did say, you know, wear some jewelry, you know, Eye of Horus like ring or whatnot. You know, it could be anything. It could be a jewelry piece that the divine feminine is particularly connected to. Divine feminines are saying to divine masculine, there's a gift trying to be bestowed to you, divine masculine. You just have to be open to receive it. Now we have the man holding the rose, which is like basically like the divine masculine energy looking in on the divine feminine. And I feel like divine feminines, you guys are too in your head and too anxious right now to see the fact that there is someone watching you, or that there's someone who has their eye on you. It also represents if you are in a marriage or a certain situation, or abusive or whatever situation, karmic situation that is not serving you right now, now's the time to get out. If it's involving a toxic really unhealthy marriage, okay, so it's about that. But I'm saying more so, this is like if you're worried about the future, like will I ever get married, will I ever settle down, will I ever, you know, find the one, will that person ever come to me and commit, you know, provide a long stable commitment, you know, that type of energy right now is popping up. And the, you know, those worries are totally normal. They're totally human aspects of ourselves. But now's the time to really, like, you know, have faith and trust that, you know, all will work out, okay? Stop worrying about, you know, the worst or what's gonna happen next. And I get it, like as a divine feminine who struggles with anxiety, I really get it. So my heart goes out to anyone who is dealing with that and dealing with the what ifs, and whether that has to do with, same with divine masculine. So I feel like they were dealing with that a little bit too. Kind of just get some more information with the tarot. The more you stay present, the more presence you shall receive. So clarification for divine feminine to divine masculine. Clarification for divine feminine to divine masculine. Oh wow, you guys are mirroring each other? What? No way. You guys got the same exact cards. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is kind of like the equivalent of this one, which is the 25. So there is a gift coming fairly soon, okay? Whether it's a physical, tangible thing that you can actually hold. All right, it could be a gift or whatnot, being exchanged, could be communication, could be whichever, in a physical form. So you guys are definitely mirrored. If you guys came from the divine masculine messages to divine feminine, you'll know that the 7 of Wands popped up in that reading for sure. So you guys are seeing mirrored numbers like 707, for example. That can be a thing, but it's about that defensive energy, being too defensive right now and putting a death to that situation. Also, if you feel like you're under attack right now, divine feminines, or feeling like they're being under attack, or if they could be like, whatever it may be right now, it's important to get some protection or whatnot, like Eye of Horus or like black tourmaline or whatnot, you know, just staying protected. But it could also mean like someone who is like kind of has that defensive heart like energy and not allowing for things to come through or flow through. So this is kind of like that clarification for the this one, which is the Ace of Cups, and it kind of matches right here because the Ace of Cups is like a commitment, of a cup of love. So divine feminine saying to divine masculine, there's a lot of love to give, especially to the masculines, but also a love to give to themselves, and they're focusing on healing their heart for sure. A lot of emotions, coming to the surface, a lot of deep rooted emotions for sure, okay, coming up to the surface. And why I say that is because this right here, this Two of Wands came, and in the masculine's video there was a volcano that was blowing, that was like erupting, but in the feminines there's one that's fizzling out. And I did make mention that when the feminines are gone and away from the masculine energy, it creates this fire like explosive like energy, but when you add water into the mix, it creates a form of balance and harmony as well as peace. So divine feminines right now are definitely like have been in that water stage, while divine masculines have been burning. Divine feminines are bringing water into this situation, so that's why I was feeling a lot of water like energy, and I love that this is coming out. Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Emperor card. Okay, so the Three of Wands right here, I'm feeling that there's a lot of plans being made, a lot of a lot of like strategizing is what Spirit is saying. So divine feminines to divine masculines are saying that they are literally strategizing a plan or forming a plan and waiting for things to manifest. So they're working on their manifestations, manifesting abundance towards themselves, etc., as well as self-healing, and also providing healing for the divine masculine from a distance away. Or if you guys are already in union and with one another in the physical, then yeah, you guys are basically exchanging that heart, that healing vibe, okay? It's like the heart of the ocean type thing going on. But I'm also seeing like Four of Cups and the Emperor. So there was a situation, like if you're dealing with the divine masculine that it has a drinking problem, or uses vices, or divine feminines, you guys use like a vice or whatnot to erase the pain away. You guys use like some form of addiction. Now is the time to really like put that down and put that to rest, for sure. Or any sort of temptations. But I feel like there is this cup trying to be handed off to you, divine masculine, but it's up to you if you want to take it. Do you even see it? I feel like you're too much in your misery right now to see the fact that this cup is trying to be handed off to you. So someone's trying to come out the water, trying to say, hey, I have this cup of like really clear, nice water for you. It's not like mixed with whatever you're drinking, but it's something that will really satisfy you and really help you, like this cup right here. But divine masculines right now, I feel like you're not seeing that, or it's like that situation of the Seven of Swords that they had in their reading about self-sabotaging, not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy enough for the divine feminine. So divine feminines are saying right now, like, hey, I got the water for you, but it just depends on if you want to be fizzled out or not, okay? The Emperor card right here, which is standing in your power, okay? So right now, divine feminines, divine masculines, we know your true worth. You are the Emperor. We see you as the Emperor, okay? You may see yourself as this person right here that's down in the dumps, like in rags and stuff. Like the divine feminine see you in this way, which is this Emperor like energy, and this is like Poseidon trident energy. So water, okay, big thing happening right now. But it could also be like, the Emperor is really associated with Aries energy, but this one, since it's like watery, I'm feeling more so like Pisces, Scorpio, as well as Cancer, okay? So it's about getting your life in order and doing things for yourself, healing for yourself, rather than the divine feminine, okay? Because divine masculines, you're thinking you do have to heal, but you feel like you have to do all these different things, or you feel like it's too much, or feeling like you're not good enough. And this solar plexus like feeling right here that I got going on right here, it's like knowing about your self-worth, knowing that you're good enough, knowing that you are the Emperor just as much as the divine feminine is the Empress, okay? It's claiming your power back, being in your power, standing in your power, knowing your worth. So divine feminines is saying to divine masculines, pick your head up, you are worthy, you are a king, you are an emperor, okay? So it's about rising from the ashes, rising up from what you were buried in, what you were under, okay? So divine feminine to divine masculine. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Beautiful message right there. Lovely. So this is like balancing of the masculine and feminine, the yin and yang coming through. So divine feminine saying divine masculine, now's the time to focus on balancing out your life, balancing out mind, body, and soul, balancing out your thoughts as well, making sure that it matches up with your heart. Okay, doing things out of your heart, you know, focusing on what is it that you want, like balancing out your emotions. Balancing out your lifestyle, okay? Balance is the key, is what divine feminine is saying. And it could be that they're focusing on balance themselves, okay? Balancing out their masculine and feminine energies within them. So this right here can represent basically divine feminines. Not only does this refer to divine masculines, it means that they're learning to incorporate this energy, this emperor energy, into themselves, okay? Which is learning to take action, learning to be strategic, learning to use logic rather than emotion sometimes, you know? So it's balancing those out. Learning to stand up for yourself. Spirit, divine feminines are learning to stand up for themselves, creating boundaries, okay? So divine feminine to divine masculine. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Yes. Remember what I said? Are you using your heart like to make decisions or whatnot? And then again with the heart energy and the Ace of Cups coming through. Okay, so wow, guys. So it's about, you know, using your heart. You know, the heart of the ocean, divine masculine. So there is no right and wrong choice. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So don't worry about if you're making the wrong choice, or if you're walking through the wrong doorway or whatnot, or if you're making the wrong choice by leaving what you know so that you can move towards the divine feminine. Don't when it comes to the matters of the heart, you know, sometimes it doesn't make sense logically, all right? Sometimes we use too much logic and not know how to act on our emotions or whatnot, but vice versa. Sometimes we can't, our emotions cloud our judgment, like sometimes using practical logic to get through certain situations. It's about knowing the difference and the balancing, knowing the difference between using both, okay? One more. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Oh my goodness. Yes, so divine feminine to divine masculine. This is very important because if you're like this right now, divine masculine, feeling like you're sulking in your own emotions, swimming in your emotions, feeling unworthy of divine feminine's love right now, divine feminine is saying, imagine all those thoughts dissolving into, like, transmute it, your pain, into something more of a lighter experience so that you can make more room for this love to enter into your life. So it's like being open, your heart being open to all possibilities, okay, that are trying to enter, all the opportunities that Spirit's trying to give you. I love that. So let go of those self-sabotaging thoughts, okay, and know the difference between using your heart and knowing when you're just overthinking a certain situation. So oh gosh, okay, the last one. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Are you freaking kidding me? Divine masculines, this is just like the Titanic thing that I was talking about, the heart of the ocean. So right now, you remember when Rose was dealing with her karmic, like, say for instance the divine feminine, you know, divine feminine is dealing with a karmic, like Cal, who's abusive or whatnot, and Rose felt trapped, felt like a slave almost, kind of like this card right here, you know, wanting to be free, wanting to be herself, wanting to pretty much like find harmony and balance, you know, choosing her heart. And eventually that necklace she associated with was which is that jewelry piece, she thought it was like a collar, that she felt like a dog with a collar, okay? She felt controlled, and she knew that wasn't for her. But Jack, however, showed her a different form of love, like unconditional love, more free love, okay? And the thing is that instead she ended up giving her heart, the heart of the ocean, which is that piece of jewelry, back to the ocean, which was giving her heart back to Jack, which was originally where her love started, which was her soulmate. So divine masculines, the heart, your divine feminine's heart belongs to you. It belongs to both of you, okay? You guys both share the heart together. So look deep within your heart. You will feel my love for you is as deep as the ocean. So again, a lot with this ocean thing. So divine masculines, if you just stop focusing on what you lack and more so focusing on the love that, you know, really truly your divine feminine has for you, whether they're angry or not. You probably, you know, whether you fucked up or not, no matter how mad the divine feminine is, they still have love for you deep down, like in their heart. There will always be love for you. Oh my gosh, I just said soulmate, and we have soulmate at the bottom of the deck. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my gosh. So like Jack and Rose situation right now going on, in the Cal situation. So Rose had to eventually stand up to her karmic situations and release herself, and to set those boundaries, and to say enough is enough. You know, I am in control of my own life, no one else is, you know, vice versa. So it's like you guys are both teaching your souls that. So I split the deck and it says you give me butterflies. Could be a synchronicity you guys are seeing, kind of revolving around the transformation of this relationship, of this journey. Divine feminine to divine masculine. Same hobbies and passions. So you guys could work in the same workforce, or like work in the same workplace or whatnot. You guys could share the same hobbies and passions with one another. Like say for instance, if you like art, then divine masculine loves art, or vice versa. You guys could like the same movies, the same jokes, the same food, you know. You guys like taking long walks on the beach, I don't know. Whatever it is, you guys have a lot in common. So divine feminine to divine masculine. Divine feminine to divine masculine. I have a huge crush on you. Yep, so that is that Ace of Cups energy coming through. What do you want to say to divine masculine? Oh wow, you guys are definitely marrying each other. Weak in the knees. Definitely go check out the song Weak in the Knees. I'm gonna mention that in the comment box below, because that has come out for both of you guys. Goodness gracious. So you guys are definitely having a hard time with your throat chakra. You guys are both having a hard time speaking what's on your mind, or like expressing this love that you guys have for one another. There's like some sort of a blockage within there. So I feel like Archangel Gabriel is coming through, as well as Archangel Michael. I'm feeling coming through to help cut out basically those blockages that are preventing you guys from communicating what it is that is your truth. Okay, divine feminine, divine masculine. Twin flame. Wow, so this is a confirmation, a recognition of a twin flame connection. Also, no one else can confirm this is a twin flame connection. Like, we can give you the speculation that it could be, but in order to actually like get your actual confirmation, please ask your team of spirit guides or the creator, but ask for signs personally for yourself, so that you can be able to have confirmation of whether or not this is your twin flame or not. Okay, it could also mean that you're probably having anxiety about who is your twin flame, who is your true counterpart, you know, that type of thing. But it's always like, it's just a label, guys, so keep that in mind. Don't stress so much about the labels. But again, a soulmate relationship, this is a high vibrational soulmate relationship. Okay. I want to be with you. So that's really cute. So divine feminine saying to divine masculines, I want to be with you. They want to be with you just as much as the divine masculines want to be with the divine feminine. So divine feminine, divine masculine. Kiss your forehead and your cheek. On the forehead or cheek, divine masculine, you know that everything will be okay. Okay. Nothing. Don't be fearful. It's okay. Kissing can also be a thing, or some significance to kissing. But kissing your forehead, like kissing someone's third eye, is very intimate, by the way. So the fact that it's about like awakening, that's very significant and symbolic. Like divine feminine wanting to kiss your third eye, divine masculine. Okay, divine feminine to divine masculine. Honeymoon. So weak in the knees. So it's like that honeymoon stage, like feeling like, you know, anxious. It's probably where that anxieties come from, feeling nervous around one another. But honeymoon phase, like, you know, wanting to be all like that kissy goo goo stuff. A lot of affection. Divine feminine's wanting to give a lot of affection right now to the divine masculine. Could be because they're going through a rough time. But confirmation. Okay, divine feminine to divine masculine. Ooh, spirit animals. Okay, so divine masculine, pay attention to any sort of spirit animals you may be receiving, like, you know, butterflies, you know, I'm seeing swans here, bears, is another thing, fishes, can be significant. Okay, so those spirit animals, go ahead and look them up if there's a specific spirit animal that keeps popping up over and over again. Like they said, blue heron, like for example, something that keeps popping up, like look it up and see if there's some significance or a message in there that spirit wants for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Yep, slow down and go within. Ask yourselves these questions. Ask yourself, you know, what is the purpose of this spirit animal that's being shown to me right now? Also, it could mean that divine feminines are receiving spirit animal messages and signs from you, divine masculines, as a reminder of you. And it could also represent that they are learning to slow down and go within to be more patient about this journey. Okay, so lovely. I might get some channel music. Wow, you guys are like legit marrying one another. Okay, so we have Erykah Badu, On and On. Okay. Then we have J. Cole, which is Dreams. I love that one. There's a lot, especially divine masculines. I feel like that perspective, especially from divine masculines, go ahead and check that out. If you're a divine feminine, J. Cole, Dreams, for sure. And then Only Hope came out in the divine masculine collective message too. So they're, you know, divine feminine is saying to the divine masculine. That could have been a message that came out in their reading too. It could have came from both readings, by the way. But you guys are mirroring each other in that aspect. So Only Hope by Mandy Moore could be something very significant, okay? As far as music-wise. There's a soulness inside of my soul. Remember? It's the one that I try to write over and over again. I don't know how that song goes, alright? Go ahead and check that song out. It's been a while, but A Walk to Remember could also resonate with you, especially if you lost a twin flame or a passed on twin flame. That could be a thing as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull for some charms and then end this off here and then send you off. All right, so charms. Oh wow, okay. So what we got here is we have some letters that came out, or initials, if this resonates with you. We have N, S, told you the E, S, okay, and then we have E, and then we have T, okay? So, could be some initials, could be coordinates, could be, you know, whichever. So there's the love charm right here. So there's a lot of love going on right now between the situation. It says a passionate feelings for affection for another person. So a lot of love being shared between you guys both. I have this turquoise right here, turquoise crystal. So they could be working with their heart chakra again, with all that heart coming out. Could also be the throat chakra too. So a lot of significance to that with blue energy, ocean energy. We have the anchor right here, again with the Titanic and the ship energy. So definitely finding grounding and footing right now is very necessary. So yes, and why I say that, because we have the tree of life that came out here. So there is some significance happening. There's some growth happening. This is a deep-rooted connection that goes way back, okay? So also there's process to this. There's fallings of leaves, there's growing of leaves, there's growth. It can also mean that you guys will go way back, like ancestral wise. Okay, so the hatchet thing with the two axes, there could be, you could have a firefighter or some type of like, this has to do with the fires that are happening on the west coast right now situation. So if you have a loved one or like someone that deals with fire or whatnot, we have the heart chakra again, another heart charm, a lot of heart energy. Okay, so if you're seeing symbols of heart, it can represent the heart chakra as well. We have animals, which is this panther-like spirit and this dog spirit, so the coming together of the masculine and feminine, as well as claiming independence, releasing from codependency. I'm also seeing a bell, which is Archangel Gabriel, again, as well as like when you hear a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. So right now there's a sense of freedom or judgment going on right now. It's probably why Divine Feminines are going through anxiety and going through this massive purge moment and possibly tears and crying, is because they're going through some form of judgment as far as like healing. Okay, so it's oh my gosh, we have the wine here. So I did see we had the 4 of Cups earlier, so it could be like a date thing. It could be like wanting to go on a date. It could be stay like cut back on the wine, cut back on the drinking and your vices. Yeah, so wine can be quite significant. You could be someone that works with wine. It could be a winery or whatnot. Someone, you know, works with alcohol or is a fanatic when it comes to alcohol. That can also resonate. And then we have this, which is this clear ball. Well, it could be a smoky ball, which is like not having enough clarity about certain subject or about something right now. So it's about giving it time, like time will tell. So the more you give it time, the more that, you know, things will be revealed. So, or the truth will be revealed. So it's important to be patient. But it's cloudy now. It's smoky now, which is kind of relevant to what's going on here, especially in Washington State. It's so smoky outside on my end, so there is not a lot of clarity going on. So, and it's just, it makes sense. So it doesn't last forever though. There will be clarity, there will be sunshine, there will be rain and cleansing to happen. If any of those symbols or charms that really stand out to you in particular, go ahead and check those out or research them yourself, and you will find a little bit more messages regarding that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this off here. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and let me know if it resonated or not. If not, then oh well. There's many beautiful souls out there that can. Okay, and overall, go ahead and check out those channeled music as well as the Virgo new moon video. Okay, for part 1, if you want to know a little bit more about, you know, spirit animals or whatnot, or more information regarding this reading. So thank you so much. Peace to you. See you in my next video.